Do you know what happens when you fuck around? Well, eventually, you'll find out.
They're gonna fuck around and find out. Democrats, Republicans, mainstream media, legacy media, United Nations, Canada. Democrats fuck around and find out. Republicans fuck around and find out. Mainstream media fuck around and find out. Legacy media fuck around and find out. NATO fuck around and find out. United Nations fuck around and find out. Canada fuck around and find out. Clintons, Obama, Deep State, Swamp Rats, Soros, Schwab, Big Tech. Fuck around and find out. Clintons, fuck around and find out. Obama, Deep State, Swamp Rats, Soros, Big Tech, Clintons, fuck around and find out. Obama, Deep State, Swamp Rats, Soros, Big Tech. You plot, you scheme, you lie, you scream, you done. You're done. You're through. Fuck you. Fuck around and find out. You scheme, stay, fuck around and find out. You lie. Fuck around and find out. You scream, stay, fuck around and find out. You're through. You're through. You plotted, you schemed, you lied, you screamed. You're done, you're through. Fuck you. Fuck around and find out. Fuck you. You plotted, fuck around and find out. You schemed, you lied, fuck around and find out. You screamed, you're done, fuck around and find out. You're through. Fuck you. Fuck around and find out. Bureaucrats, lobbyists, pundits, owners, handlers, cowards. Elites, fuck around and find out. Bureaucrats, fuck around and find out. Lobbyists, fuck around and find out. Pundits, fuck around and find out. Hounders, fuck around and find out.
Welcome in, family. Friends, aunties, uncles, grandmas, and papas. Welcome into the Tinfoil Tea Time, where I'm your host, JasonQ. And to the right of me, left of you, the extraordinary Tinfoil Tim. How are you?
Nobody calls me that. Good, man. Great to be with you.
Good enough.
Man, the We Not Me family rolls deep up in this place, man. Good to see everybody here in the chat. And I know all of our friends on Dylan's YouTube. I think he linked that up as well. And hi to our Tinfoil family. Before we bring everybody in and the guests, guys, we're super excited to have JasonQ back and Mr. Dylan Monroe for the first time, man. So we got lots of questions for them. We'll kind of see how this plays out. But before we get into that, just want to say thank you all for joining us. Please take 1 second, man. Hit that thumbs up for us. Hit the like button, subscribe button. Prayers and shares are always greatly appreciated. And if you guys would like to go above and beyond just prayers and shares, consider becoming a monthly subscriber to our Rumble channel at Tinfoil Tea Time. But like we always say, above any and all gifts that are given, man, we really do just appreciate your time. Time is the one thing you spend and never earn back. So your time spent with us is most important. So with all that said,
yes, bro, I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked. There is electricity in the house, literally electricity in the house now that can make this happen.
Yeah. So Mr. Well, why don't we go ahead and welcome in the first guest, Mr. Dylan Monroe. I'm sure many of you already know him, but it is our pleasure.
Sir. Welcome, sir.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me, and nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you as well, and we appreciate and we're honored to have you on. So thanks for stopping by the Tinfoil Tea Time.
Yeah, we definitely got some questions for you tonight too. But then we also have another brother back with us tonight, man. We're grateful and thankful that he got his power restored back at home, and we say some prayers for everybody over there in Indiana who suffered through some heavy flooding. But why don't we go ahead and welcome Mr. JasonQ back to Templar Tea Time.
What up? What up? What up? What up,
man?
Dylan?
He's bringing the energy.
Oh,
love it. Love it.
Sorry. I got to remove the comments there. There's going to be a lot of people tonight, so I'll see if I can pull them up along the way. But
I can move over to this side.
Yeah,
just scoot all the way to your.
We got one more friend coming too, so we can't forget Miss Dina too. So let's welcome Miss Dina in the house. She just got in. Hey.
Hi, Dina.
All right, it's a full house.
Got a full house.
I feel like in the beginning of the Brady Bunch.
Johnny, Terry.
5'5".
Good to see you, sis.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Thanks, Terry,
thank
for
you, man.
always checking in.
Listen, I was ready to pack up.
I know you were. I could feel it.
I love doing that stuff.
And that's the thing. I mean, it gave me some time to be out in nature.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
I tried.
He made pet raccoons. If you didn't know, he got pet raccoons now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. In fact, during that Rhiannon song, I was out there feeding and watering them. Because
Did you? I knew that.
I looked outside. I'm like, it's getting dark. I'm like, uh-oh. Because, the peace treaty's still in effect. So the raccoons and cats are all cool. We're all cool around here.
Right now. Just right now. That it's going to revert back when shit gets back to normal. The cats are raccoons.
The cats are great. They just, they're just cats. The raccoons are, they're like cats too. They come right up to us, hand feed them with
trash pandas,
graham crackers and all that.
Trash pandas.
Trash can pandas, man, they're the best. They're awesome.
That's awesome.
So how long were you out power?
9 days.
It was 9.
8/11. Yep.
Yeah, I thought
they set generators up or something.
Well, some people had generators.
I guess you guys got hit so bad there wasn't enough response from the townships or anything to.
Well, it was. When it hit, like the alerts started to go off. Like, hey, you got tornado warnings. I'm running around trying to get everybody rounded up. It's like, yeah, try doing that. But literally,
we thought we were so prepared for these events, didn't we?
Yeah.
I knew what to do in something like this, and then the shit hits. You're like, I'm fucked.
Yeah. We're well prepared. That's what we're
with
well
that
prepared for power going out. And I don't know how many times. Remember how many times I say, man, we need the internet go down for like a week, maybe 2, so I could catch up on doing things. As you know, there's no background up, so don't mind the mess right now. But I had a lot taken out, so.
Yeah, you did.
You better watch what you speak, man.
I know. Be careful what you wish for, right? Absolutely.
So how
good?
You guys connected with Dylan before, obviously, right? Because you guys have connected and been friends. How long have you guys been connected?
They've been to my house.
Well, I was just.
You went over for foods. Shit, you in there like swimwear.
Yeah,
that's actually like that's friend level.
No, I don't think people understand the admiration I have for Dylan.
Yeah.
Without Dylan, none of this would be possible. His maps. Yeah. His maps are what caused the 1.8 million pages of documents. Every single one of them got them all framed and everything. you have to revert back to him. There's his maps, and I tell people, I'm like, look, you want to buy these maps because it's the greatest, how do we say it? Just like even the original map, the great,
don't call it the Great Awakening map.
Right? Well, and that's the one I got right there. I mean, I have the whole.
Yeah, no, Jason's actually one of our best customers. He just has one of the most complete collections of all the different maps.
So how many are there?
I really appreciate that.
There's a lot.
Yeah, it's hard to say exactly because I have some that are only offered in like a small print version that are like a little less complex. And
that's what I need. You got any picture books?
Larger posters. Well, yeah, our main product is the Intel packet where you get like a folder of all of the most important maps. But even beyond that, there's like several different packets of like the health maps, the Cult of Baal maps, the Pleiadian maps. So we've really done a lot over the past 10 years, and it's gotten pretty complex. And we're still doing more, actually. I was just on a show last night, and I showed I have the background and the notes for a new map that's the Oriental Deep State map. I've had the idea for quite a long time. And yeah, we had a little help from AI to generate the backdrop of that map. And we can do a preview of that tonight if you guys want.
Yeah, if you have any of them pulled up, man, let's because I would like a little breakdown because honestly, I can't read that.
What's the one on our cork board right next to you, Jay?
Yeah, that's the Cult of Baal one.
To your right?
On it. Yeah. Or right.
It's pinned on the. It's pinned on the.
Oh, the sovereignty certificate one. The new one. That new one.
Oh, that's the newest. Yeah, sovereignty certificate's the newest.
Yeah, it's pinned. Yeah.
Cult of Baal's classic. Yeah, our best seller is probably the Healing Web, and then Cult of Baal is always the bestseller download for some reason. So they go into everything. A lot of good information for people to really upgrade their lives and their minds and do the right thing, and not be misled.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with, and it said learn to read the map. The map is a guide and all that. I'm like, well, that's the only map that I see that is a guide. I mean, there's arrows all over. It's color coded. It's like, guys, it's
all there.
You seem to somehow.
Now, which one is that?
I don't know if you guys know the origin story, but like when I was actually making that Q map, the one behind JasonQ. Like as I was making it, when I was like halfway through making it and hadn't even shared it with anyone yet, Q was saying like the map is half complete. And it was about when I was like 3/4 of the way through that I was like mowing the grass and something clicked in my mind. I was like, what if I'm making the Q map?
Well,
but of course, if there's so many hints that Q is somehow like a time traveler or like at least has time lensing technology or Project Looking Glass, like they may have known it was coming before I knew.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy to think about.
Well, remember even on the Truth Tour, Denise Stevens from Deep Dives, she carried that map around with her, that big poster, and talked about it and showed it in front of, everybody. Like that was
made
great.
The rounds for sure.
Yeah.
So what's the name of that one specifically that you have behind you, Jason?
Oh, that's the that's a Great Awakening map, right? That's the first one you did.
You said don't say you can't call it that.
Don't call it the Great Awakening map because that's
the Great Awakening. Yeah, that was that other one.
That's the imposter.
Yeah.
So
fraud.
the one behind Jason, technically that's the Q key, but the Q key is the same thing as the Q map. Johnny Q has a Q or web behind him. Sorry, it's getting a little confusing here. He's got the Q web. Jason Q has the Q key, but they're the same information. Just one is color coded with like categories.
Okay, so that's this one here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the Q web. Now, some people call that the Q map. You can call it either one. It's technically titled the Q web because I didn't want to step on Q's toes and claim that it was the Q map, like specifically from Q. But that's the Q web, and it's basically the history of the deep state going all the way back to ancient history and really focused on CIA declassified operations. That's why CIA is dead center in that one.
So do you start from the top, work your way down, start from the bottom, work your way up? How does that work?
That's the whole purpose with the color coded one. It's a tapestry. It's so badass. But
yeah,
he has it all color coded to where this part's for this part's for that, and then he has all the red arrows, and you start looking at the arrows, and that's the one that broke my brain. That one right there. That one right there completely shattered my brain. That's the one that,
let me do a screen share. I have actually an illustration that says like how to read the map. That if you haven't seen it before, it's definitely critical to understand. There it is. All right. So you see, it basically starts in the upper left one with the super ancient history, and it kind of goes down 3 columns in a timeline. Then it jumps over the upper right too, which is more like the medieval history, kind of starting with the Templars, and that goes down 3 columns. There's like a Jesuit bubble in the middle here. Then you get to like the main timeline 3 in the center. And so you skip down past those 2 little squiggly sections, and then it's all chronological from like, you know, the center down to the bottom of the page with the most recent stuff at the dead center bottom. So that is the order of the map, which that little illustration comes on the back of the printed version. And we actually, the QWeb has always been free. It's always been like a free PDF. And so, because that's like the basic, that's like the guide to the whole Great Awakening. I have, if I do another little screen share here, I can show you guys what I call the D.S.M.P master map. And so this is showing that the QWeb was like the centerpiece here, and all the other maps stem off of topics that come from the QWeb, or at least mentioned on the QWeb. But the QWeb is really like the most comprehensive of like all these esoteric topics. And on this little illustration, so this was Deep State Mapping Project from 2017 to 2025. The red lines are leading to maps that are more about like the dark forces and the dark side. And the blue lines are maps leading to other infographics about the light side and like the good guys, the white hats. And we have even more than this at this point. So it's really expanded a lot over the past 7 years, or 10 years rather. And I'm working on more pieces too. I'm actually working on a few maps simultaneously right now, which I don't usually do. I usually do one at a time, but I guess maybe my ADHD is kicking in a little bit. And I've started a couple at the same time. I'm not sure which one's going to get finished first, but I had just made a little bit of progress on that Oriental Deep State recently. So that one might be the next one, but we'll see. When I finished the last one, I thought the next one was going to be the Vatican map, but I guess I'm holding off on that one a little bit because that's going to be a fun one. It's definitely going to happen eventually, the Vatican map, but China might come first. We'll see.
Ooh, I can't wait.
I actually seen a bunch of these, and I just didn't know that you were the one who created them. I didn't know you created all this. It's insane.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
how many people we brought together through? I mean, this whole movement. Your brain brought all these people together. That is amazing to me.
Yeah, it did.
The Q brain brought all these people together.
But that's what I'm saying. But he knew because he went and came back, and we're like, oh man, that's so dope.
When did you start doing the maps, Dylan?
I started the maps the day of Trump's inauguration, or I think the day after at the Pussy March was my first map called the List of Grievances, which was also, the List of Grievances is kind of like the proto QWeb because it was a list of essentially government offenses, a lot of them which were CIA operations. It was just a lot less complex than the QWeb. I can pull that one up if you guys want to see. If you want to,
yes, please.
Really get a little history tour here.
Break it all down.
It's definitely the oldest one. It's like the very first piece of D.S.M.P.
And also, Dylan, if you can you show the codex?
Oh yeah.
We're
gonna go all the way there.
We're gonna go all the way there.
Oh, everybody's sitting here, man. I wish there were more Q drops. It's like.
So yeah, what you're seeing right now, this is called the List of Grievances, which was actually made the day after Trump was inaugurated. And I was watching the Pussy March, and I was just thinking, man, like if I was going to do a march on DC, like I would hold up some signs about some serious topics, not just Trump's a bully, grab the pussy, grab this pussy, you bully. I would be protesting things like Bilderberg Group, Trilateral Commission, all these different CIA operations, Kennedy being murdered, all these military-industrial complex companies like Lockheed Martin, Boeing, Raytheon. And so this was like the ultra simplified version of the QWeb. And the whole DSMP was also inspired by declassified documents, you know, the way you'd see government documents. A lot of people are now more familiar with this with the Epstein files, but how declassified documents always have the text, but they also have all these crazy like written notes all over them. So that's kind of what inspired like the look of this artwork. There's additional information in the written notes there. Of course, now we see a lot of declassified documents with the censorship on them too, which part of this was also inspired by an actual fine artist that shows that like the mainstream art shows that does sort of like big paintings, but they look like they're censored documents. And I really liked her art, even though it wasn't actually putting out any information. So I wanted to kind of do some like art inspired by declassified documents that actually did have significant information on it. And that's how these things started. But now it's moved more into just general infographics with any kind of look. They're actually leaning more towards like a hyper futuristic look at this stage. And obviously the sovereignty certificate was very much inspired by currency and engraving and more like older type art. But I'm a multidisciplinary artist here. So I like to do lots of references from lots of different time periods.
It cracks my mind to even, because the first time
my
I
brain
saw
already hurts.
I mean, it was like, I mean, it was almost like when I first saw that map, it's like you could take, what was it? I was what, 42, 43, yeah, 42. So at the age of 42, you could take the 42 Christmases, right? Mm-hmm. And combine them into one, and it still would not match the look on my face when I first saw that map and started looking at stuff, and just like, it was like.
He's not exaggerating either.
Christmas like, on steroids.
Yeah. It was, I mean, and then every map, because what we do is we frame them. Right? You buy frames, you frame them, because if it's buying glass, plexiglass, well, they have these things called dry erase markers, right? But you can actually like do your own thing and then wipe it off, and then because that's why that one's here.
Yeah.
Sometimes dude's like it is an eraser board. Right. You know what that reminds me of? That little gif when the dude's like explaining things. He got all the things that like the lines everywhere, the conspiracy one.
Oh, Pepe Silva.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck it, man, that guy's a rookie at this point now. Like, shit, you need a wall for that? Shit, just go. I mean, yeah. but it was the connecting the dots of these maps, and then like the one, like the what was it, the Anunnaki one, the pyramid one, the one that
World Hierarchy Pyramid.
Yeah, I remember you were what's her name was criticizing about the that bitch I got into a while ago, Carrie Cassidy. Yeah.
Oh God.
It's like that one bitch.
Smile on herself.
What was her critic? She was like, "Where's
Yeah, where's this? Where's that?" It's like, bitch, shut up.
Do you imagine somebody doing all that work?
She's like, "Where's Marduk?" I was like, you know what? This isn't the deity chart. Like, this is the World Hierarchy Pyramid.
Where's Marduk? So. It's under Zbigniew Brzezinski. Have you heard of him? But I mean, you know, to sit and criticize, it's like.
That's insane. Imagine looking at this right here and be like, wait, you're missing a couple things.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was one of the fan favorites just because you see so many of these type of illustrations out there on the internet. Like you can find dozens of them if you just search for hierarchy pyramid, but not usually they don't include either like the extraterrestrials or like the angelic realms, or even like a lot of them don't even go up into like the religious institutions, you know. Some of them like end with the Vatican, but it doesn't go into like the complexity of like the Sanhedrin and like the Order of Melchizedek and you know, the idea of like the Antichrist and like the highest level of controls on this planet, like beyond just Vatican or like Queen of England. So this was meant to be the most thorough edition covering all these different realms, and that's why it's segmented into these different colors from like the copper, silver, gold, light gold, and then the sort of like transparent heavenly realms. And this, you know, this one that was done from a Christian conception, showing the angelic hierarchy from the Christian theology at the top, which is obviously only one interpretation of the higher realms. And so I'm actually working on something that almost like my own cosmology, that's really expanding even in. So it's like looking at the universe as a pyramid within the mind of God. It's called the God mind map that I'm working on. I'll show you guys a preview of that one. I've pulled it up.
What the fuck?
It's very preliminary, and you could even think it's a little bit fucked up. Part of it's inspired by a mushroom journey at Trump Tower, Las Vegas. But it's essentially looking at good and evil, and how like a god controls all this is like fragments of his own mind, where like evil is essentially his subconscious, good is his ego conscious, and like reality is his good would be his super ego in terms of like Freudian psychology. But like, so this is still preliminary. Obviously, this is kind of like just a mock-up. But you see, this is the other one that's kind of the furthest along, other than the China map. And so there's a lot going on in my mind, and I think we're all part of the big God mind, is kind of looking at the universe as God's mind. And I also believe there's like a hierarchy of beings, that humans are the closest beings that at least we know of, disclosed wise, to whatever God may be and like whatever God may look like. And that, there's a hierarchy of all creatures. And, that may get a little controversial too, in terms of like race and, but that's how things are. You know what I mean? It's like, that's how it is in nature. Yeah. There's always
been bloodlines, biblical to
and like a food chain.
Yeah. Food chain, blood sacrifices. We just think that was a normal thing back then. You know what I mean? To spill blood into bloodlines.
Still a normal thing today. It just looked different.
Yeah, it is true. It's just pushed to the background. Exactly.
Tunnels.
Oh yeah, learned a lot about sacrifice rituals, even back in the Old Testament at the original Hebrew temple. That I heard even recently, like the Hebrew temple was just streams of blood running out of it from all these animal sacrifices they were doing. Mm-hmm. And where was all that meat ending up, and what were they really doing in secret in the secret back rooms there?
Just like the Mayan temples, one of the bloodiest temples they had. What were they doing with all those bones in the flesh, like you're saying?
I want to know whose bones were in these catacombs.
Oh,
the ones in France.
There's catacombs
all over. Doesn't matter.
There are catacombs in Chicago. There's catacombs wherever there's a church. There's catacombs. For some reason. Why do we listen to history and they're like, oh yeah, these are just dead buried people. This was their graveyard, but they're stacked. There's skulls here. Like, come on,
let's pull a Nick Shirley, yo. We can all team up and then go raid these places and go see what's going on in these catacombs.
And people pay to get in them sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's lines.
So they just do tours of them like it's nothing?
Yeah.
Some of them, like some of you can't go down. I want to know what the fuck's in those ones. The ones you're not allowed to go in.
Well, and like you said, the ones in France, I mean, they have a bunch of them cordoned off. I mean, they go to other countries. It's like
they have a whole underground network, bro, for all to Europe. And those are probably the walkable ones. They probably had some type of system back then that they could move massive amounts of people. Obviously, for trafficking.
I mean, they got mag gloves.
Right.
Yes.
Dylan, you got a map for this? I bet your ass got a map for this.
Well, that will probably be aspects of that, like on the Vatican map for sure. I don't really have anything to show for like preliminary Vatican map yet. I do have a folder for it and quite a bit of research, but for some of these, like I have a whole thing of like map ideas. Like this is my handwritten version of like the China map, as you can see. And so some of them start as handwritten. Some of them, like the Q Web, which is the most well known, that one started on the computer, so there was no original hand version of that one. But some of them I started as like a hand sketch. Others are just an idea. And so what I've been trying to do now, since we have AI, is try feeding some of these hand-drawn illustrations to AI to see if AI can help me along with this project a little bit. Because, with the amount of work that I've done, a lot of people think I have like a whole team or something, that it's like a team making these, but
no,
it's just me. And that's why they take a long time. And it also takes a lot out of me. It takes a lot out of my eyes, mental capacity, focus. And so I've been trying to experiment with AI to see if AI can help me. And The problem with AI is that it's great with chats now and it's great with images, but it's not great with words in images necessarily. And so I've been doing different experiments recently to see if AI is going to be able to really help me very much with these maps in the future. And we've been making a little bit of progress, but it's like the China map and the Vatican map were two that I have tried feeding to AI to see if it will put out anything useful to me. And thus far, not so much useful. Like AI did a good job with this background on the China map, but when it comes to the text, a lot of it turns into like gobbledygook, and it just doesn't really make sense. And it certainly doesn't, look deeper into things to expose some deeper truths in a coherent fashion, like what I'm trying to do with the map. So it's not going to help me with that. But AI has been helping me a lot of other ways, and so we'll see if it'll. In a way, I wanted to get there so I can like make these maps, but another way, it's like, am I going to be out of a job then? Because anybody can make these maps with AI, but it takes a lot to.
There's no way AI can put things together. Like, no, it takes that human mind, because you have the spirit in you. These AIs.
Yeah, well, it takes like a design aesthetic, and it takes like a research, and it also takes being completely uncensored. Is the main problem with AI right now, because AI is always going to try to tilt it in a direction like, oh yeah, the Vatican. Great institution, like they weren't really abusing those kids in all those churches and moving the priests around. Like, whatever.
Yeah, not at all. But now,
so when you go ahead. When you said you were using AI, which AI have you used? Like all of them, or?
I mainly use Grok on a day-to-day basis. If I'm really doing something that's going to be like need high quality images, like I'll sign up for a Midjourney subscription temporarily, which is what I use to do some of those engravings on the sovereignty certificate that you guys have. But yeah, Grok image is getting a lot better since it even came out a couple of years ago.
So I had a video, guys, because real quick before we go back to because I'd like to see some more of your maps too. But you're talking about
there's the sovereignty certificate.
Love that one.
Oh,
yeah.
So yeah, I did use AI to do some of those like intaglio engraving style illustrations, but they were like based on my sketches. So I find that AI works a lot better when you feed it like a pencil sketch and say, do it in this style, as opposed to just pure text.
Yeah. Can you just take a picture of it and upload the picture and then have them?
Yeah, I mean, or scan it. Like, got our scanner right here.
But Dylan has clothes. He's got stickers. He's got
Can you tell us where we find this? If we
I put it in the chat. Yep.
Okay, cool.
It's in the chat's also right in that headline below my name there, dsmp.io. It used to be deepstatemappingproject.com, which you can still get to it from that link, but we simplified things last year and boiled it down to the 6 characters, dsmp.io.
Definitely go pick up some of his merch and his artwork.
Yeah, because even back in the day, I would go to share Dylan's stuff. I couldn't even put the link in. They would exit.
Yeah.
Totally take the whole everything off. Just
obviously, they don't want that out there.
That's one of the reasons we changed the domain last year, was that you could not even share the full domain deepstatemappingproject.com. You couldn't share it on meta platforms, like in DMs, anywhere on meta platforms. The whole domain was banned. And so we have successfully circumvented that, and we are preparing to run our first meta ad in the very near future. We're actually working on it. So it's going to be like the ultimate fuck you to Zuckerberg. Like,
that's great.
We outsmarted your system,
right?
and you got replaced by the white hats with a clone.
I love it.
Take that, LifeLog.
Man.
Yeah.
So I wanted to share this real quick with you guys. Get your opinions on this, because you were talking about the Vatican. But you guys see this video? Like, what in the satanic sorcery type shit is going on
putting
here?
Of the skull inside Mary's head.
Is that what was happening? Like, what?
I believe it's an effigy of Mary.
Is that supposed to be her skull for real?
Dude, they think it is.
All right, well, I'll play it then.
I haven't seen this yet. Let it play.
It's really weird.
I mean, you don't put a skull in an effigy every day? What's wrong with you, Terry?
And kiss it?
Yeah, man.
Never gonna cheer?
You gotta make love to that skull.
Oh, crown it.
Don't forget to put the topping on there.
Yeah.
Now I got a problem.
Wow.
What is your problem, Jason? Please tell us.
Who's king? Mary is the king.
Yeah, right.
Who this bitch?
They almost worship Mary, I think.
Do you remember the program Illustrator? They had the Greek goddess. I forget what her name is.
They have Semiramis and Tammuz. That's the Virgin Mary and baby Jesus in the Vatican. That's always nice. Because the Jews also have a month of Tammuz. So yeah, they're on the up and up.
So what do you think somebody commented too, do you think Catholicism is like there's paganism hidden in it, which I personally think, and it's no shade to any Catholics or whatever practice, but I think at its core, when you see stuff like this, you see the things in the Vatican, like a lot of this stuff just seems completely demonic to me.
Well, it's a death cult.
It's borderline necromancy.
It's a death cult.
I mean,
indeed.
It's cannibalism.
Yeah, I mean, what else do you go and say? Yeah, drink this. This is my blood, and eat this as my flesh. It's like, I'm gonna pull a hard pass on this. It's he was making an allegory about it. That's all. So yeah, but they just kept on just doing what they do.
If you can obfuscate your own plan and fool people while doing it, say, hey, we're going to eat people and drink their blood, but we're going to have our followers do the same in the ritual and not let them know what it is because they're the serfs. We're the higher ups, It plays into their karmatic law that if you tell them, then it's okay.
Yeah, because nobody will doubt it because it's like, you can't say that about the Pope. He's a man of the cloth. He's a man of God. It's like, which God are we talking about? Are we talking about the same one?
Mm-hmm.
We talking about JC?
Exactly.
Or CJ, Christ Jesus, because his name wasn't Jesus Christ, it was Christ Jesus. It's like you don't say Mr. Hoffman, doctor. You say Dr. Hoffman. He goes title the name. So it's like Christ Jesus. It's this Jesus of Nazareth. Mm-hmm. It's like Lord Christ. It's an office. It's the same office Trump holds today. Mm-hmm. People just don't see it. But that's what I was going to ask Dylan on his China map.
China.
If you're going to have a sidebar on there for the mandate of
China,
heaven, son of heaven.
For what? I'm sorry?
For the mandate of heaven, the son of heaven, divine right of kings. Got some Res Publica Christiana. That's what we're heading into.
I wasn't planning to do that, but maybe you can add a few bullet points on there for me.
Oh, we can. I'll just do you up a map, and then
I'll just drop. You figure it out.
Because the thing is, I mean, like I said earlier in the show, it's like, everybody looks at China like, oh, they're the big. It's like the CCP is a party. It's like the Democrat, the Communist USA here, Communist Party USA here. It's just a party. The CCP over there is the Democrats here. That's all it is. I mean,
you want to see the reveal of the backdrop of the China map so far?
Hell yeah!
All right, here we go.
No, please. I don't want to see anything cool.
There it is. So this is pretty close to I think what it's going to look like, but all these little white sections are going to be filled with data about the Oriental Deep State.
Oh wow!
And like this is the big like Chinese New World Order temple at the bottom, because the caption here will be like New World Order macro demonstration is what China is because Jason, I just uncovered more research for myself. Now you may already know this, but I was asking AI how the Bolsheviks influenced the creation of the CCP, and of course AI was like, oh well, the Bolsheviks weren't really Jews, that's sort of an over exaggeration, and then like they didn't was the origin of the party. But there was this one very specific person. Let me pull up his name here. That essentially the Bolsheviks sent, and he's considered like the architect of the CCP. And so it was like AI was trying to beat around the bush, but ultimately it couldn't keep the cat in the can. This guy named, have you heard of Grigory Voitinsky?
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
He's
digging through his documents right now.
Oh no, we have the packet because we just went over it not too long ago. Because I even made a comment about it earlier about the Mao's biographer. right? Jew. They're all Jews that went there and did this.
Yeah,
because this was
much.
during the whole switch over from the People's Republic to all this shit. But when Mao got in, so FDR contacted the biographer for Mao and summoned him to the White House twice to give him a thumbs up. Say, attaboy, you're doing a good job over there. It's like,
yep. And even when you look this guy up on Wikipedia, it says Wojtyński is considered to be a chief architect in founding the CCP. But don't worry, it's like the Jews didn't have anything to do with the Bolsheviks or China, so just forget about all that.
The fuck they did. The fuck they did.
Yep.
No.
That's a dope picture.
See,
I like that.
That's why AI could suck it. I hate AI. I've gotten into more arguments with the AI than people, especially on Christ.
That what you just saw was based on this pencil sketch that I scanned in and fed it to AI with the prompt. Nice. And so you said, AI, yeah, they are biased. They will try to sugarcoat it for, certain demographics and probably disparage white people at the same time. But it can save you some time with like illustrations. So.
Yeah.
Well,
I like to use it for posts.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, they want a white genocide, but it's like, hold on a second, let's go back a little bit. Let's not necessarily put the butt there, but yeah, I mean, illustrations, music. I mean, there's a lot of good AI music, and the thing is, you don't have to go sort of worshiping these people. It's like, you guys, it's like we're eliminating if certain AIs can eliminate Hollywood and all that and the whole industry, why not? Any of us can make it. It's like, I think that's why Elon's starting that creator program. If you're putting out great information and all that on the post and you get paid for it, it's like, well, it'd be nice if we stay on there for more than 30 days at a time.
Yes, it would.
Can we make like, I mean, we just want to make one pay period, Elon. One. But yeah, I mean,
Twitter's odd because my Twitter feed is becoming more racist and anti-Semitic by the day. And
I'm back on there, bro.
The stuff I'm seeing other people posting, I'm like, how is this not getting flagged? Like, I'm not going to be the one to like report it or anything, but I was recently suspended for a day. It was after Lindsey Graham died for my eulogy of Lindsey Graham, in which I simply said, it'd be nice to see the white hats take some more extrajudicial action against Democrats as opposed to rhinos, along with the rhinos. That got me my whole account suspended for a day. And meanwhile, I'm seeing things on my newsfeed that's like, TND and whatnot. So it seems to be a little bit, I don't know, maybe certain people are targeted if we're over the target, whereas just like the pure racists, the pure agitators are allowed to roam free.
Mm-hmm. That's how it was on TikTok too. It's really bad on TikTok, but there's just so many things that you're not allowed to say over there. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I thought X was a little more lenient.
I was one of my first posts that was banned on TikTok was just Trump talking about the golden age. And it was like a promo for my Jasara map. And I was like, really? Like he's literally saying we're going to have a golden age. And they're like banned. I was like,
I reposted the White House TikTok video and ours got taken down. We got penalized for it.
Yeah.
Well, what's crazy is they'll take your video down, your original video, and then people who share your video or duet your video, those will still be up and not get, like, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
None.
It's just.
Oh, thanks, Enoch. Enoch's in the house. What up, my brother? Hey, while we got you here, I'm allowed to say this, right? I hope, because I'm going to anyway. So the next MAGA Palooza, all the other details will be coming out tomorrow. I'm pretty sure it's going to release to the public. But he did put this post out there, so obviously we can talk about it.
Here's on D.
But if you guys do not know that Enoch puts on Patriot campout, National Patriot campouts, and this one that is set for September 25th through 27th in Henry County, Indiana. So it's amazing. We've been to a couple of them, and we have a great time. Just a bunch of Patriots getting together and just really just hanging out. No shows going on. I mean, you talk about whatever, obviously, but there's tents, things. There's you could take RVs. What you could email for the information, I guess. But if you guys want to join, hoping I can make it. I'm really going to try, and I hope to meet some new friends there as well. But just want to give everybody a heads up. You could also donate to because he does raise money to get these things, and he sets up the stuff. I mean, you did have to get
all crowd sponsored.
Yeah. So
well, we need to promote that too, then, Jay.
Yeah. Well, Terry talked about it today with me.
Oh, okay.
That's why I didn't want to say it. That's why I said ears on, D. Because it's 3.5 hours away.
We have to say we already figured the time out and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, it's in Henry County, Mike.
So how far is that?
How far? It's in Indiana.
Don't matter.
Can't be that far.
I'm like, I don't know how long a drive takes to drive across the state.
It's like 6 hours for us, I think, 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you guys, by the way, Terry and Johnny?
Oh,
Pittsburgh,
Pittsburgh, yeah.
So we're all Midwesterners here.
We're Yinzers down here. Yeah.
And that.
Man,
but Enoch's super crazy smart dude too. He's been queued over 32 times.
Yeah, some 30 sometimes.
I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Here's the chat too, guys. Email magapalooza26@proton.me. I'm gonna copy that and then put it in the show comments as well. So somebody's watching in the future, if you guys want to get this information, and then he will email you back with more information about the camp, the place that it's at specifically, and the campsites and all that. So hope to see you guys there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Man, they're a great time. We went to Georgia Magapalooza. We went to Ohio. I think he's at number 13. And we were just able to go to the last two, Johnny and I and the wives. But we had a blast, man.
I bet.
Well, I mean, it's a bunch of like-minded patriots. I mean,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. It's like nobody's better than anybody else. It's like, hey man, we're just
no patriot above another.
Yeah, because I laugh. It's like, so when they were designing this, right? So they were probably sitting there saying, I can only imagine the group of people, of patriots, of Anons that we're going to be having do this. And like from all walks of life, but then they all converge on one main thing. And then it's like all the nuances you guys had between one another and all, it's like, it goes away. It's like, you have to find I firmly believe that the Q movement is the foundation for the new constitutional republic. Because if we have to be based off truth and everything like that, you have to find a starting point somewhere. So you have to have people that are digging in, because let's face it, we're not going to trust any university after this. None.
Nope. Well, just think they tried to destroy us with the ADHD in our generations and prior to pigeonhole us. But what all of that did was made us more awake to stuff and susceptible to bullshit, hold down a job. So we're still upholding the infrastructure in this country and digging at night, holding a family together and stimulating the economy, all while helping other people get awake. Come on, dude. It doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah. If only the government wasn't working against us.
We'd be unstoppable.
That's why the whole power back to the people. That's why this whole mandate of heaven and all that was given on 11/8/2017 when he went to Dina at Forbidden City. That's when he got the 640,000 metric tons of gold under the Toronto gold certificate. Then he went this term, just earlier this year, to the Temple of Heaven, because he's the son of heaven. He's the Christ. But there was a dynastic marriage. You had the Romanovs and the Trumps and the Christs. Literally East meets West. That's why Melania was in the middle of the picture. She's the boss. And I'll tell you what.
She is from what bloodline is she? She's like princess of? I know
Romanov.
Maybe Dylan. Okay.
Romanov. I would concur with that.
That's what it.
The ones that the Bolsheviks iced.
It's going to be in the map, guys. Don't worry.
Do you remember before McAfee, like, you know, Ed exited stage left, before he put down the countdown, he was putting stuff up about Melania and Trump's daughter and at the clock tower and showing a lot of the lineage, you know, in behind them.
Oh, that clock tower was, because that one goes right to that Around the World in 80 Days.
Yeah.
That book. Because they had one flying in the train. It's like stay on the train. It's like so.
Oh, look, Dina, someone else sees. I told Dina on Facebook. She posted a picture on Facebook. I said, "You look like Melania."
And that, as soon as you said that, I was like, you know what? Yeah.
I can't unsee it right now.
Yeah,
I can't unsee it.
Definitely in certain makeup and certain lightings, it would be unmistakable.
Man, she goes on that drow, man.
Maybe Dina's a Romanov too.
Are you a clone?
Yeah, I'll take my mask off. Ready?
I don't know, man, because if she was a clone, man, she'd have a lot less bumps, bruises, scars, and scrapes. It's like,
yeah,
definitely active in the water sports, four-wheeling, dirt bikes, all that. Yeah, so
when you think they make these clones, do you think they're legit, like unbruised, or do you think that they're at that point of where they get cloned? You know what I mean? Like, would they have the same birthmarks and bruises at the age that they were cloned, or would it just be like a brand new copy, just aged?
Yeah, I mean, the telltale sign is the earlobes.
Earlobes.
Yeah.
So there's got to be something that's not a carbon copy. There's got to be something that's different about, you know, maybe it's like after you print something so many times, you know how it loses texture.
Yep.
Like Multiplicity. Remember the movie Multiplicity?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're constantly,
that's right.
And they made a movie about it. It's like,
it's almost like they put it in our face or something.
Gotta tell you.
Yeah. It's real.
It's real. So, Jason, I seen you post this out. You were talking about the gold.
Oh, geez. If you're talking about X. Yeah. When Dylan was saying about the racist, the anti-Semitic shit, don't mind that.
I didn't catch that one.
Oh, here we go.
So this is the video of Trump where he repeatedly talks about paying off America's debt. And he said, yes, he did. And yes, he will. 40 trillion is mere peanuts in comparison to what he truly has in his possession. Why pay it off when you can bankrupt it? Rule 23A, we can sue every corporation into oblivion, pay back for all those subsidies. So this is just a compilation, I'm assuming, here too, just Trump consistently, repetitively talking about paying off debt.
Pay off debt. Because remember, we have $34 trillion in debt. Got to pay it off. We're going to pay down debt. We're going to reduce the hell out of the debt. We're going to pay off debt. The $35 trillion in debt, we're going to pay it off. We're going to get it done fast, too. Pay off debt. Pay off a lot of the debt, and we have plenty of it. We'll start paying off debt. We want growth in our country. That's what's going to pay off our debt. We're going to give back a lot of money into the Treasury and pay down debt. We're going to work on national debt very strongly, by the way. We are going to grow to start paying down our debt. We have $35 trillion in national debt. We're all set to do it. We're going to make a lot of money. We're going to pay down debt. We're going to make so much money. We're going to pay off debt. We're going to pay off our debt. We're going to do things that you wouldn't believe. We're going to make our country so competitive. Pay it off. We're going to.
Well, that video is kind of portraying it as, you know, him going back on his word there, but I guess Jason thinks he has something else in mind. A little surprise for us in store.
All right. Here we go. Right?
Bring it down.
This all goes back to the mandate of heaven, son of heaven, all that, right? He went and dined in Forbidden City. He got the 640,000 metric tons of gold from the Tulana gold certificate because he had to go improve his lineage. She had to go improve her lineage through the dynastic marriage. That's why every time he goes places, right? If you notice the gifts he's getting, especially South Korea, that massive crown that wouldn't fit a human, saying, you know, that sometimes you see in pictures like Enki and Lil, and all this.
Mhm.
It's like, all right. I mean, if we're going to go that level, then 11/8/2017, boom, mandate of heaven, got the gold. But he says he keeps on wanting to pay the debt and everything, right? But if you pull up the debt clock, so here's the thing, right? Can you pull up the debt clock by chance? I'm a retard with StreamYard.
Yep.
Oh, you can just share screen too. Here, I'll get it. But you just click. I just have to put it up. Like it'll put it down on the bottom. US debt clock.
That's right.
No. 1 second.
Actually, I didn't. It wants me to download the damn thing.
Yeah, put it right in the chat.
Oh, that'll work.
Oh, and Dylan's got hats. He's wearing one.
Hell yeah. T-shirts. I mean,
Always
and
gotta
he has
wear the hat.
the leggings, the yoga pants too.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So right there, when we said, yeah, we're going to pay it off, it's like, well, yeah, 40 trillion, right? But you just have to look down too. The Treasury Reserve is 32 trillion. But the problem is you have to go to the sovereign wealth reserve at the bottom, right? Right there, wealth asset reserves. 216 trillion, 229 billion, 874 million, whatever. It's still wrong.
Yeah.
So
it's a lot.
So the thing is, if you notice, he said, we're gonna put it through the Treasury, not through the Federal Reserve, through the Treasury, and right there, forfeiture liability. So they already seized what, 23 trillion or 23. That's 23 trillion they already seized.
Mm-hmm.
So if they seize that, here's the wealth asset reserve, right? But remember, the 640,000 metric tons of gold, it isn't at, was it 4,400 now? Remember, it's still at the $44 an ounce right back in 33. They kept it at that amount. So
here's the secret window for today.
Gold?
Yeah.
Let's see. 113 years. 11/3 start, huh? You need to get started. Oh, you mean the past 3 months? The 11th of every month, June, July, and August, 3 consecutive. The 11th of every month was Executive Order 11110, because the J's could be a 10 or a 1, and then the August is a 1 or it's the 8th month. That's why they put April and they put A in the kill box in the drops, because that A, it signifies as a 1 or signifies as a 4th month. I mean,
okay.
It's like crazy. I mean, even just a year ago, I think 8/18, which is 17. That's when they had the 2 dead cat bounces for gold and silver. Now this year it's the same time, and they both spike at the same time. It's like,
yeah,
because they're talking about silver shooting a 300, and then there being a little downturn, and then it just skyrocketed. But it's like screw it. Why does it have to go down? Right? It's like you gave people ample enough time. It's like, because why did it go down? Because all these people getting their stuff seized and everything, the only way they can get cash, get liquid, is by getting rid of the silver. So if they're dumping all the silver on the market, it's going to make the prices drop. So that's a buyer's market. It's like, guys, I mean, even at $50, $60 an ounce, it's like, I mean, was it in 2000? It was like $4 an ounce or something like that.
Jeez.
I mean, it's nuts.
Yeah.
But that was the silver standard. It was Executive Order 11110.
Mm-hmm.
The whole world's going to be running off of precious metals. I mean, even for computer systems or anything, you need it. It's conductive. You will never be without gold and silver. And they don't erode from the earth too, so that's another positive.
And
speaking of that,
copper is going to be like gold. Gold's one thing. I mean, gold. Yeah, in order to buy gold, I mean, like I'm like, I wouldn't buy gold. I wouldn't hold gold. I wouldn't want it. I would want to dump it. I would want to dump whatever you have and just stock up on silver. because you're buying more ounces at a cheaper price. So the law of averages state that, well, if gold goes up to $6,000, okay, so you made $2,000 on every ounce. Well, if you sold the 4,400 and bought all silver, and that silver at 50 goes up to 100, you made $50 for every one of those ounces. And then you think about it, it's going to just shoot them from there because nobody knows where the limit is on silver because that's been the most repressed metal. Palladium, platinum, and all that, that's over 1,000. It's like, why is silver so? It's almost like they want to keep it cheap so that it's more accessible, but there's only so much silver. It's like these people saying, oh, there's only so much gold in the world, like 200-something thousand metric tons. It's like.
But do you believe her estimates, or do you believe that there are huge stockpiles of silver and gold, like over Antarctica, past there?
Do I trust their estimates or our documentation? I trust our documentation over that because before Kennedy was shot on November 20th, he was in Indonesia signing some certificates for gold. We have all that too. That's why I was telling Terry earlier on the phone, I'm like, about websites. I'm like, scribe.com. That's number one. And even it's like 12 or 14 bucks a month or something like that. But it's one of the greatest researching websites out there. Because you could find the documents that we found and print off there. I mean,
do you ever use DocuCloud?
Nah.
No.
Hell, I was even telling Terry, I'm like, because I'm like, dude, I didn't even go into 4chan or 8chan. When I say I'm technologically like, I'm technologically like big time.
Yeah. Yeah, we're literally lucky that this is even running right now. So
yeah, right.
Yeah. I don't even know how to share on StreamYard. I mean, that's why people at the productions and all. It's like, look, man, I'm just in an office.
That's it.
It's like they said that I always had the gift of gab. Well,
it works. Hey, you just you obviously, like we said earlier too. It's like the military. There's different.
That's what's real. That's
branches.
why people tune in. I mean, it's something real. You're talking about real shit. You're like, it's not about this or this. It's about the content and that.
Yeah.
And that's what attracts people because we've been bullshitted to for so long with these fake talking heads that try to convince us what to think, what to buy, what to sell. We're fed up with it. We need real in our lives.
Oh, big time. Big time. I mean, and it's like even now with, Israel sitting there rattling their diapers at Egypt and Turkey. It's like, I guess you haven't gone on whitehouse.gov at all. Like around.
I think that's for show though, for the world, because I think they already capitulated a while back.
Oh, they all capitulated once they took their vaccine. That's why Trump's letting them have full reign. That's why they're like, yeah, even little Kim over in North Korea is like, hey, Jew bags. Fucking, we can hit you too. It's like, and Trump's probably like, I got this one. I got a bigger button. So what was that button? The button that works. Because, well, I mean, sometimes you have to go forward and go back. That's why you go to his tweets, and you'll notice on 12.
Is that his tweet book? That's amazing.
That's it. Yes,
I'm glad that you could just reach behind your shoulder and have that in your hand. that's pretty.
Is that since he was president or like tweets of all time?
Oh no, this is just from 2017 to 2021.
Oh wow, look, it's all a big book.
and that's the thing too. He had a
master troller.
Greatest book. There's no book better. I wrote it.
Will edition 2 be his Truth Social posts? I wonder.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Most likely.
Well, it was 12 right here. All right. On 12/13/2020 at 23:04 Universal Time, It says vaccines are shipped and on their way. And in bold, it says 5 years ahead of schedule. Get well USA, and USA's in bold. Get well world in bold. We love you all. 5 years ahead of schedule, huh? Hey,
Yep.
Operation Warp Speed, right? Like, isn't that the whole plan? Like, because they honestly didn't believe Hillary would win or lose.
Well, what Operation Warp Speed was that they knew that they were going to poison us with the COVID vaccine, right? Right. Oh, right here, 3896, March 23rd, 2020. The China virus was remembering Wuhan Institute of Biology geolocation. It's not in China. It's in China. And in Killbox says first biosafety level 4 lab -2015, right? City, province, origin, hot zone, geolocation. Because when they start talking about unbeknownst to Harvard University beginning in 2011, Lieber became a strategic scientist at Wuhan University of Technology in China, was a contractual participant in China's 1,000 Talents Plan from in and about 2012 to 2017. Whenever you hear 1,000 anything, you run. 1,000 Points of Light, all that. That was all under Carter and George H.W. Bush. But the big one was, it says 3215 March 26th. It's like, knowing what you know now, replay the story. Start late 2015. Well, if it's 5 years ahead of schedule in 2020, then when were these vaccines promoted? In 2015. That's when the military and all that said, hey, we want to get rid of all these Jews.
Not all of them.
Yeah. All of them. They're like,
you think they said it just like that?
Yeah.
What if you're not full? Because we'll get rid of those guys.
Well, it depends on if
just asking for a friend.
Yeah.
You have the vaccine, right? And that's why they go down to the maternal line. If your mommy's not Jewish, you're not Jewish. That's it. People are like, oh, they converted. It's like,
well, but the vaccine hasn't like killed everyone in Israel, even though I think they had one of the highest vaccination rates there. So are you
100%.
Do you think it's still on the way, or is it something they're holding over them? Like we could activate the kill switch at any time.
It's not our timing.
But what about the vaccine resistance to? Did you see they did that study on Ashkenazi Jews?
Like the DNA or whatever.
The DNA wasn't compatible with any of the COVID or even the shots, even the mRNA. Like it didn't touch them.
You know what's crazy? The new Spider-Man talks about this, and not to ruin it, but I went to watch it with my son. But they started talking about mRNA technology.
Way to go, a-hole.
How they can block.
Spoil it for everybody.
Well, they can. Well, I mean, that's not spoiling it, but
hey,
they can block.
Everyone should have seen Spider-Man by now. I know what you're talking about.
All right, I'm behind.
But I was like, I looked at my wife. I'm like, do you hear what they're saying right now? And how they can specifically, like, target certain DNAs and certain things that, like, so they can.
That's eugenics. They've been doing that for the longest time. That's how they seeded stuff with like fallen angels, Anunnaki, whatever you want to say. They manipulated our DNA. We can't even access our pineal gland correctly, and it's calcified as fuck right now. That was by design.
And that movie was definitely showing some future transhumanist technology with the little technological neck patch that they put on to like modify their genetics. And I think we're starting to see it now with like this explosion of peptides and like encouraging people to just like inject whatever to become whatever they want, with Clavicular getting unlimited promotion on all platforms, it seems, which I've never met anyone that actually follows him and likes him. He's just like ubiquitously everywhere right now, promoting peptides and all kinds of other things. And then now with the peptides, you're supposed to have this thing like that you like put a patch on your arm that like does a blood draw like painlessly, and like you're supposed to be constantly monitoring your blood. And it's just like they're really trying to prep people for definitely some enhanced transhumanist technology coming on the way that's already starting to arrive. And there might be a peptide or two I might try, but I'm very skeptical of it at this point still. BP, what is it? BP 157 and TB 500 is what I heard from like legitimate doctors, that what it does, it's an amino acid
that kickstarts your own body's production of its own cells to repair. That's all it is just a synthesized amino acid. Because as we age, we lose that shit. And that's insane too, because biblically, how long did people live? Up to 800, 900. We weren't meant to have lives that ended at 100.
Supposed to be living a lot longer. And yeah, I've heard PP157 is the one that can help people, avoid having to get, knee or shoulder surgery, like it can really repair stuff like that. But I think there's other options too. There's I've heard similar things about even like LifeWave patches, which works as like a light technology, using infrared light to simulate your own stem cells. So there's multiple paths to get there, and you obviously want to take the safest one, and consider the supplier of whatever you're doing as well. So
it's a great point, Dylan.
So I actually had a video loaded up because you were talking about transhumanism. And it's like a 2-minute video, but I like to play this because I think our buddy Seth, and she talks about the Internet of Bodies and basically how between the mRNA and the nanotechnology, how that's exactly what they're moving to. So we're all going to be like human antennas at some point, whether you got the jab or not. It's just some are expedited. There we go. Got to turn the volume up so you can hear it.
Dr. Austin Fitz.
Doctors and scientists trying to understand what was happening with the injections. And I absolutely believe that they were trying to install operating systems in people's bodies.
Operating systems.
Yeah. So
this just got dark.
No, if you listen, there's a great clip from right at the beginning of the pandemic when the chief scientist officer at Moderna says we're installing an operating system in people's bodies. And he, he's describing something that can be used plug and play for future vaccines. But if you look at all the material on the Internet of Bodies, you're talking about putting materials in people's bodies that make them basically easier to interact with telecommunications and digital technology.
You're talking about like the 5G stuff and like how 5G can
so we
nanobots. There's a whole I've done a podcast on this before. It's so bizarre and out there and like hard to grasp, but like
it's not hard to grasp at all because
it just seems like sci-fi.
No, it's not sci-fi at all. It's not, just like they're tagging livestock. I mean, one of the things that really helps you to understand what this looks like, I live in a farming community in the United States, and if you know about if you've ever studied livestock management,
no, never.
A lot of this makes a lot more sense.
Okay.
And they are tagging all the livestock, but this is simply a way of, if you get a lot of these nanoparticles into the human body, you're creating the equivalent of an organic barcode. Okay.
But I don't think there was actually any hard evidence that there was any nanoparticles.
So I strongly recommend we just published, Patrick Wood at Technocracy News. I was the moderator. We just published the second symposium called Omnivore. And this one is called The Battle for the Brain. And it gets into the Internet of Bodies. And here's what I believe, and I'm not a scientist, so don't ask me to explain this at all. But if you look at all the patents and research and other work done on the Internet of Bodies, it is clear that there are mysterious ingredients in the food. There are mysterious ingredients in the spray. There are mysterious ingredients in the injections. And the question is, what are those for? And I think it's very intentional. I don't think it's an accident. And I think one of the goals is, as the chief scientist officer at Moderna said, is to install an operating system in your body.
I mean, they have to tell you, right? It's for your own good. It's for your own safety. It's just the wave of the future.
Now, she did mention the sprays, which I was looking on my phone just now because someone had sent me like a cartoon Instagram post that was essentially blaming like the sprays, the chemtrails, on being like the main vehicle that they're using to connect us all to the 5G and, have this operating system in our bodies. But, for me, it does beg the question, like, well, if it's in the chemtrails, like, what do they need the vaccines for? And if it's in the vaccines, what do they need you to get a vaccine every single month for? it seems like whatever it is, they're kind of struggling to keep it active or like at the correct dosage or quantities to be effective. And so in a way that may be a testament to the human body and like the sovereignty that God gave us of like, purging parasites from our system naturally. And, they're fighting against nature, essentially trying to control everything like this. And so that's hopeful. It's like, if you just say, oh, well, like I walked under a chemtrail, like I'm part of the Borg now, like you can just give up, that's a little defeatist. And so some of that, like leaning too much into those conspiracies can be, debilitating, but it's clearly something that they're struggling with, but that they're still trying to push forward with.
Well, and also with the
Maintain
mRNA,
community
they
under
mentioned
500,000.
because when they inject the mRNA in you, that's a C before D in the drops too. Because the mRNA acts as a complementary DNA, so it turns into a small c and then DNA. So it's C before D. So, and then BB had a trophy case with the syringe, the vaccine in it. He bragged about it, right?
That was the weirdest thing.
Oh, there's just one big problem with this. Because, well, if there's information out there, we're going to find it. And this Housatonic home research, right? If you could pull that site up real quick. I put it in the chat. The site's Google in the studio chat. And Dylan, you definitely want to keep this site. Because oh boy decided to dig.
Mm-hmm.
And these, and we're talking, like, this goes on forever. Forever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But when you...
And what is it?
It's all research. But we're talking like research that I've never seen. Like we're talking as places, companies. I mean,
where's this research? Where's it resourced from? Is it just a conglomerate of people, or it's just
this guy? He does podcasts on YouTube. Tonic. So I was watching his podcast once, and I caught this, and there's one person in here. If you go to the S's, yeah, right there. Should be the S's on the chart on the I don't know which one that is. Scroll down to stroke. STRZOK. Peter Paul stroke number 1. That one right there. Oh.
He was born in 1937.
36, and he's still alive.
36.
Now this guy, because we know Peter Stokes Jr., right? With all Lisa Page and everything. Well, this is the guy we have to thank for all the USAID in Africa and Haiti. He instigated it, but that's after. No, actually, it's before. I think it's before. In 1979, when there was a coup in Iran, right, to overthrow the Shah, guess who did it? 2 people. Peter Stokes Sr. and Stanley Ann Dunham. Obama's mama.
Obama's mama.
When you start looking down here, because, I mean, there is like news articles. I mean, everything. The ROTC, right? Guess what? ROTC, Tuesday, July 29th, 1969. It says ROTC will expand, right? It's Peter Stokes Sr., Associate Professor of Military Science at the school. Minneapolis, Minnesota, right? So why is Minnesota so big? I mean, Tim Walz, right? So is he a protege of Peter Stokes Sr. too? Because, you start digging into this, and this got a demon. Catholic relief battles upper Volta famine. I mean, it literally says everything. It's like tiny nation of basket case Catholic worker assesses. Yeah, he was the Catholic one because his brother is a Jesuit priest. Right here, 1983 August, Relief Services Director en route to Haiti. Yeah, he worked for Catholic Charities. I mean, there's so much information on all this. It's like, and he puts all the news articles in. I mean, it's a lot.
How better to take children, obfuscate as you are an orphanage or saving the kids, right? Just like Mother Teresa.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Did I spark something?
Oh, man. That
messed up.
That bitch.
So is there any validity to Mother Teresa and Fauci?
Yeah. I mean, Mother Teresa being one of the top salespersons for kids under the Vatican. That's all they did. In fact, there's the COVID-19 that the Jews took right there. Sputnik 5. It's in the link.
I heard about the Sputnik 5. Yeah.
Because guess who helped develop it? Kirill Dmitriev. I'm sure we've seen his name pop up on some drops, huh?
Yeah.
And the thing is, this vaccine you could take to remote areas. It doesn't have to be refrigerated or anything. Because remember, the Hasidics got real tight with Putin. Because what people understand, it's like Ukraine is like, that's Israel and Ukraine are the two battlegrounds right here. Yeah, that's why the bridge has to be Turkey. Anatolia, whatever you want to call it. Because if we're going back to Roman times, and Bibi's like, oh, we're going to defeat Rome this time, it's like, I guess you haven't looked into Hadrian, have you? Because Hadrian smoked 580,000 of them. And the thing is, that 580, it's a biblical number. You can't even make this shit up. I mean, it's... Oh, man.
What's the 580?
Pull it up real quick.
I got a book for that. Hold on.
Let
me get my archives.
The books and chronicles use large numbers for literary and creative purposes in order to convey meanings regarding relations between God and monarchs. And then they said that Army of Jehoshaphat consists of 5 units. So they approximate the nearest 100,000 or any in 80,000. So it's either 280,000, 180,000, and they all went to 180,000, 400,000 men, and then 580,000 men. So they always do like the 8s, right? Like they all do it in multiples. It's just like the 6 million in the early 1900s that they were throwing out. But yeah, I mean, and then there was one, who's that? Just talked about her. Rita Katz.
Oh, yeah.
Rita Katz, yeah, her. And then all of her little minions. And they said that they had like a 3.5% or something like that. Where if you get 3.5% of the population on your side, that you could overthrow a government. And I'm like, I think your math is off.
Who said this?
That it was Rita Katz, and there was another girl because all these Jews they don't come to assimilate. That's the thing. That's why there are people without land, land without people. Because all throughout time, poisoning wells. Well, guess what? You just poisoned your last well with these vaccines. Because Israel had 0 fatalities from the COVID. They had exploding birth rates. And they took a different jab. So that's the bite that has no cure in the drops. It all goes back to them. Which ones did they all take? So now we need an activator. Well, you have a lot of geomagnetic storms, and Trump's like, the storm is coming. It's like, oh, you'll see. Because they said scare event necessary in a kill box, right? Like a rapture. Because, well, under the mandate of heaven, it's strictly military. It's all about keeping your people safe. It's being isolationist, keeping your people safe, and you could stay in as long as the people are safe. It's dynastic. So it would pass from him to Baron. Not Don Jr., not Eric. It goes to Baron. Because Baron is the seed of Melania and Donald. It has to go dynastic that way. That's why they're protecting Baron as much as they are. That's why, Don Jr. and all that's like, well, whatever they're doing. It's like, marrying, Epstein attorney's daughters and all that shit. It's like, I mean, once he showed up with Kimberly Guilfoyle, I'm like, bro, I'd rather jack off with a fistful of razor blades.
Not the razor blades.
Yeah, they could be rusty too. I don't care.
That's pretty serious.
Well, I mean,
I'll draw the line at rusty razor blades.
But under the let me pull it. What is it? Because there has to be a start and there has to be a stop for world peace, right? So when Trump had them in the when they made the deal, hold on a second, I got it right here. Hold up.
Get your trapper keeper out.
Oh my God. I couldn't imagine having a trapper keeper now. It wouldn't even hold the Egyptian Hittite peace treaty in it. I mean, we got that much. Because when you go throughout history, it's like history repeats itself, but you have to find the cycles to break it. So on October 13th, 2025, which October 13th is like, guys, dead giveaway right there. Because that's a 113 start. Because it's a 10. So 1013 would be, because inclusive counting, it's 1013 or it's 113. Because 0 has period. So 2025, there was a presidential action signed, the Trump Declaration for Enduring Peace and Prosperity. And there were 4 consignatories to this. You had Donald J. Trump, President of the United States, Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, President of the Arab Republic of Egypt, Tamim bin Hamad al-Thani, Emir of the State of Qatar, and, Erdogan, President of the Republic of Turkey. And it goes on, but there's one comment that says, we pursue a comprehensive vision of peace, security, and shared prosperity in the region, grounded in the principles of mutual respect and shared destiny. You don't say the D word like that, because you have Manifest Destinios, you have Res Publica Christiana, because, well, let's face it, we really need to go back to some kind of morality. But this one right here, and then now you have Bibi and all them spouting off their dick hole saying, oh, hey, yeah, we're going to go after Egypt and Turkey now. It's like, no, you're not. No. Because this treaty right here, whatever he signed here, it was done in 1259 BC, which is a 17.
Mm-hmm.
And if we take it to this year, so 1013, no, I'm sorry, 1013-25, right? So if we go to this year, right, 1013-26, right, because you have to have the year. So it was 3,284 years, which is a
17.
Thank you. Then, because this all stems from the October 13th date, in 1307, that's when they burned the Knights Templar at the stake, right? That's why in 2018, when Trump went to go meet the Queen, right, and had her standing out waiting when he made her a caddy, that was done on July 13th of 2018. So that was 711 years. Well, actually, shy of 711 years. 710 years and a few months. There's 17. Then when they walked around, because you have to watch, you always want to watch, because people, they're like, oh, yeah, he's just walking around. It's like, nah, you got to watch the feet. Because in every video, Trump's always walking ahead of the leader. So he is the man with the sword. So he is inspecting his troops.
Right.
Yeah, that's been talked about a lot, I think, too. Like the representation or symbology or symbolism of him walking in front of especially like the Queen when they went there.
And then sat in Winston Churchill's chair. It's like, that burned the grandkids' fucking ass, didn't it? Rupert Nicholas Holmes. I'm sure they were like, So
bro, it's awesome you mentioned that, because Trump gets so much shit for going to the Wailing Wall and doing what he did there. But it's the same thing as him sitting in Winston Churchill's chair, bro. He goes up there with the wall like, yo, this is my wall. This is mine now. And people were just berating him like, oh, you sold out to Israel. No, man. That was him saying, this is me taking over your shit.
It wasn't even, that was a wall to a Roman fort. They're humping a Roman fort wall. I mean, and the thing, and when they're humping it, it's like they're all taking turns on the Shekinah. It's like, hey, the Mashiach's gone, so why don't we just plow his wife until he gets back? What? And that's the whole bloodstain in the tunnels and all that, the mattresses, because they perform witchcraft and all that to try to bring this Mashiach's soul, because they think of reincarnation. Jews believe reincarnation a lot, right? But see, God didn't say all the tricks that he knew, right? Didn't know about resurrection. Christ did. He's like, yeah, fuck, show him. I'll show him. 3 days, he comes back. It's like, now what? It's like, it's all materialistic. But then, you ask Grok.
Based off of that. Well, Grok won't tell you. That was based off all the magi and all the magic. Just like when Elijah called fire down from heaven, they were trying to cut themselves and do all these rituals to try to burn that hay that was on. Yeah, they tried to do all that, right? It was all witchcraft, and that's why it's been called out, because it's the dark.
Oh yeah, they're sorcerers. I mean, that's this whole, like, people are like, oh well, there's good Jews. They're the ones that they're anti-Zionists. It's like, they're even worse. They're the chicken swingers. You don't want to be associated with the chicken swingers. Not this late in the game. Just don't do it. I mean, these people, it's just, but you look through this and this Egyptian Hittite, because we're going to go over this tomorrow, because we went over a little bit, but we didn't dig deep. So there's a lot to it. But now that at the time, it's like Ramses II. We even said that Trump was Ramses II. And you know what? Yep. I mean,
to check out.
Well, stay tuned.
Because the Egyptian Hittite peace treaty, right? It's known as the Eternal Treaty or the Silver Treaty. And then he mentions with Aberdeen, Scotland, right? It's like, why would you mention Aberdeen, Scotland? Look up Aberdeen, Scotland. Oh, the Silver City by the sea. Okay, cool. It's like everything's silver. Silver. I mean,
was it Scotland where the Templars first, when they fled, when they went over, did they go to Scotland or did they go to Ireland first? And they built that first church to establish themselves as.
I
thought it was Scotland.
Scotland, I think.
It was oh man, shit.
I gotta look it up now.
With the Green Man.
Yes.
Starts with an R.
Right there. It's fucking right there. I'm sure it'll come to you.
The fucking Sinclairs own it. I know the owners, but I don't know the name of it. And the Sinclairs, they throw the fucking bloodline. It's like, you can't make this up. But also, this Egyptian Hittite peace treaty, I mean, it goes to Ma'at. And Ma'at is Melania. Comprised of ancient Egyptian concepts of truth, balance, order, harmony, law, morality, and justice. Ma'at was also a goddess who personified those concepts, regulated the star seasons, the actions of mortals and deities, who had brought order from chaos at the moment of creation. Yep. I mean, this shit is just... Because, everybody's looking for the Antichrist. Like, it's Judaism. Rosalind Chapel.
It was right on the tip of your tongue. I knew you knew it. I seen it in your eyes. I knew you knew it.
I only had one hard R name, and I was like, that's not it. But the thing is that even in Rosalind Chapel, it's like you start like reading about the stories about it. It's like the guy that was making a column in there, carving a column, and he had to go away, so he had his apprentice carving a column. And when he came back, the apprentice did a better job than him. So they ended up killing him. And I'm like, what? Why can't you guys just give out an attaboy at that point?
Mm-hmm.
That's where the journeyman process came from all unions. You had to become a journeyman, but back then you had to study under your dude for like 30 years to be, you know, a master at your trade, because you couldn't give away the secrets that they had, because that's sacred geometry that they used on a lot of these things, right? So you had to have an apprentice for many years. Now it's just calculated upon, like, you know, 2 years here, 3 years here.
Well, and the thing is that if they built all these with hammers and chisels, don't you think we'd find a bunch of rusty hammers and chisels and a lot of shoulder surgeries?
Yeah, I never understood that, man. The
metal melts in the ground. Today, you know that.
That shit is, you're not replicating half of this stonework now. I'm a mason. I'm by trade, not a Freemason. So don't email me. I won't read it. And, but like some of these architect like textures and stuff, like even like the old day 1400, like these castles and stuff, like you're rarely doing that today. And I understand that, you know, we live a little different lifestyle, and I'm sure back then you're just all day long, but I don't know, there's just something more to that. We can't even build shit to last now that these things have been lasting for hundreds of years.
Yeah, because they didn't use Roman concrete. All the buildings here are done with Roman concrete. That's why this operation, I hyped up, but what's it? Oh man, the one where they brought all the scientists over.
Operation Paperclip.
Paperclip. This one. So,
that one right there.
They didn't come over to make missiles. They came over to see why all of these buildings hold a charge. Like there's a voltage to all these buildings. Like these buildings are alive. Like
it's the same thing with the pyramids. They found that there was soot in there, that they were a huge battery, in the gold toppers was a great conductor of electricity, so we could send shit wirelessly. You had whole ass towns. Why do you think they have the toppers on these churches? They're so high. That's to receive the electrical charge from the air.
The ether.
Yep.
And what's the biggest activator of ether? Gold. Why is the Oval Office covered in gold? Where do you get that much gold? I mean, you gilded all these.
Yeah, that shit's extra gold. It's like gold plated walls, rug, throw pillows.
Yeah.
Shit.
Did you guys see the shit with Mike Lindell about the election?
No.
Did you guys see anything about that?
I didn't see that yet.
I want to get your guys' opinion on what you guys think about like just the election process, like if that stuff's going to end up coming out like right now, because I mean, at least to me, from my perspective, it seems like it hasn't left the cycle of media and talk about, and I think that I'm hoping, at least, I still believe that there's going to be some shit coming down the line, but
and the Bilzerian one too, how you had all these votes missing.
Yeah, well, they caught him. I guess this is different. So this is something. So I mean, you remember, if I'm not mistaken, he ended up buying like all the rights supposedly to the election stuff, and that's why he was getting like boycotted, because he was talking about the 2020 election being stolen, but he put out this video and listen to what he says, which I think a lot of us watched a lot of this shit end up happening live, like with the votes.
I haven't
backwards.
Yeah, 9 days.
Hello, everyone. Mike Lindell here. For 6 years, I've been fighting to secure our elections, and today I'm announcing the largest privately funded recount audit in U.S. history. As you know, my primary race for Minnesota governor had major deviations and anomalies on election night.
Can you pause real quick? So the election was on August 11th, right? So it was the last day of the dog days of summer. So every dog has its day, right?
Good catch. Oh, shit.
Devil's in details.
Damn.
You're grabbing them numbers.
Well, and the thing is, too, with Mike Lindell, it's like he doesn't even have to want to be governor. He just had to enter the race. Because then Minnesota, it's like land of 10,000 mosques. It's like, well, you're going to find a bunch of faulty. I mean, who voted?
You're going to find a fraud.
Yeah.
You're going to find it.
Everything. This is US 1897 thing. That's the fraud vitiates everything. So if literally they're doing all this fraud, it's like, well, frauds happen on the right too, with TPUSA and all that. It's like, well, then run them all out of town. Because TPUSA is no better than Act Blue. It's actually worse.
I run it.
Reporting from the August 11th Minnesota governor's primary, and what we found demands answers. During that election, reported vote totals actually went backwards 55 different times across 25 of Minnesota's 87 counties.
Did you get all those numbers?
55, 25, those are 17. 87, 87 15, which is your 6 years, 6, 6, 12, you're 3.0.
Boom. You knew he had it.
In one county alone, the report identified 6 separate updates where the reported vote totals went down. Think about that. When does a vote total actually go backwards? Well, you look at this as vote totals were.
What's that?
2020. It's all live. I mean, we're watching live. The totals going down. It's like, how do you take out votes?
Yep. Yeah, we watched that here too. Like it was in Pennsylvania. I was like, hold on, dude. That literally just like swapped.
Also being reported, all 7 candidates' numbers in the Republican governor's race moved almost perfectly in sync, 99.79%, which is impossible without the use of an algorithm. 7 different candidates, votes coming in from different counties all over the state, and yet their numbers moved almost in lockstep with no spikes and no dumps ever. Why? I'll tell you why. Electronic voting machines. We have to hand count the paper ballots.
And he just pretty much goes on to continue to explain that. But did you catch all the other numbers?
I mean, you throw out another 6 or 3 6s. I mean, we know who's rigging the elections. I mean, people are like, it's China, it's Russia. It's like, how many Chinese and Russians are in our government right now?
Venezuela.
Yeah.
Which was the whole Maduro thing, I would assume. That's why he just kind of came over with his pajamas on.
Yep. That was a rescue mission.
Well,
and Deep State was after him. That was rescue mission.
Fuck, that's why he's dancing, right? He's like all dancing. He's like, hey, come and get me. It's like he's ready. It's like they don't want me. They want the old lady. Take her. Because they flew him out of New York. He's not in New York locked up. Because they showed a picture of him flying out of JFK Airport in another outfit and getting walked up to a plane. It's like, all right, well, because if you have the goods on everybody, because why say it's Venezuela when it's always been Israel? Because Israel's always had a tie to Central America and all that with the Mossad, and because they go in and it's ticking all over again. They burn down the place and say, oh hey, we'll rebuild it, we'll do this. It's like, yeah.
Do you remember he put this on?
Yeah.
A couple days out.
Yeah.
Here's the other one. That's the exact same suit he was wearing, dude. Come on, man. Identical.
The Marco memes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the hair memes, though. The hair memes are.
Oh, they're great.
Oh, yeah. We've been playing those too, like the little videos and shit that AI's been making.
Yeah.
But what date did that start, Dina? It was
whenever he went to Vegas. Whenever he went to Vegas. Okay.
Yep. Because all the hair stuff started coming out, right?
Yeah.
And then you look at, time to go live, and it says comb your hair, and it says -24. Well, that leads you right to 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
Which 8:30, 2026, 21,777. So, yeah. I mean, it's 13 days from September 11th, which is the 25th anniversary in the year 2026. Right there. And one of the biggest holidays in Judah begins on September 11th, Rosh Hashanah. Yeah, no. And then they're not going to last till November. The Jews will be dead by November. Because if they have that NOAD conference, if they have that NOAD conference coming up on November 2nd through 5th, right? And I'm like, wow, okay. So November 2nd through 5th. And then you had Bibi do the 1979 Jerusalem Conference on International Terrorism. And that's where Islamic terrorism was created. Because they just took a program, Project Phoenix, from the CIA and the Mossad in Vietnam, where they were going around villages just raping the people and all that. Whenever you hear rape, instantly go to the J's. Instantly. It's like there's nobody else that rapes people during wartime. You know, there's nobody. I mean, these people are training dogs to rape men. I mean, they're raping men, and oh, we'll investigate it. It's like, you know what? Nah, we're just gonna level you out. That's why, you know, let them do all this, because back in 137 AD, Hadrian kind of had a problem because only 60% of the people were behind him. That's why 80, 20, 60, 40, you kind of need that extra 20%. But I think we're over the 80% mark with people getting sick and tired of their shit. So that's why the vaccine comes in. Because I mean,
you were talking about the Islamic Republic and who started that. But did you say this is Trump's post recently? Actually, I think this was today. But he says, no one has given the Islamic Republic of Iran a greater opportunity to make a deal than me. Tragically for them, they have failed to take it. Therefore, today I'm announcing the most crushing economic operation ever taken against any country. This will be economic warfare and isolation on an unprecedented scale. Their navy is gone, their air force is destroyed, their military factories are now rubble, their currency is worthless, and their country is hanging on by a thread. Today, I am also announcing that any country that allows its financial institutions, businesses, airports, or government entities to provide any type of lifeline to Iran will itself face tremendous economic consequences. Oil smuggling, swap lines, cash transfers, exchange houses, ship registries, front companies, it all needs to stop now. You know who you are.
Oh, we know.
This will be an economic D-Day, and we need all of our allies to stand with the United States of America to isolate and defeat the Iran threat. These maniacs are on the ropes, and these historic measures will cripple them in their ability to project terror worldwide. Iran will never have a nuclear weapon. Thank you for your attention to this matter. President Donald J. Trump. He said, you know who you are.
Oh,
I ain't even going to say your name.
We know exactly who. Can you pull that back up real quick? There's one part. So the economic D-Day, right? So the thing is, when he says, "Oh, any financial institutions helping them," I'm like,
City of London.
Well, there's a problem here. I mean, there's no Iran's not on the list of central banks. But remember, I don't say remember. It's like, where did they come up with the Star Run fan? During their Babylonian exile. Where? In Persia. Near Media. I know, right? Can't make this up. So, the Babylonian Talmud, because it all starts from them getting, 540 BC or something like that? And the whole, under Nebuchadnezzar. And then when they're in exile, because they wouldn't stop killing shit. They wouldn't stop sacrificing, wouldn't stop drinking blood and all this. But there's something with that bloodline, that Judaism bloodline, the maternal bloodline, that tells me that when this whole Cain, Abel, cannibal comes out of that, so if Cain married somebody else, well, who did he marry?
Right. Somebody else had to be there first.
The pre-Adamites, the Nephilim.
Mm-hmm.
So if they go by a maternal bloodline, the Jews do, and everybody else goes by a paternal bloodline, why do the Jews go by maternal? Because who did Cain sleep with? A pre-Adamite. They hate God, right? The Nephilim. They can't say the Nephilim aren't here now. They're just here in human form. I mean, they don't have to look the part. They just have to act the part.
Yep.
I mean, there's some crazy shit.
I don't even understand half of that stuff in my brain. Ain't even retaining.
It gets fun.
Like, what year?
Could you imagine? That's
Wait,
why it had to be
what?
done this way, because people would be in such shock if they even knew that we were like walking around with these beings. They were like communicating and having interactions.
Fuck, I mean, look at They Live with the Dyson glasses,
right?
Vietnam and all that. I mean, they said there were predator-looking entities out there. It's like, what kind of Pandora's box did you guys open over there?
Mm.
You know, what was open?
Are you talking about the night vision with a Daisidon when they tried to get the first night vision goggles and they were actually seeing past the veil that's there?
Yep.
Seeing the demons flying and the gunners are like, they're like, what are you shooting at? It's like, put these on. It's like, they see demons flying next to them. I'm like, oh, hell no. That's why Vietnam was really fucked up for a lot of people. That's why they don't talk about it. It's like, because I don't think they can. Because if they say anything about it, they're going to be like, this old man's off his rocker.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're even like, I can't believe what I saw up there.
Right.
It's like, because we don't understand where we live.
No.
Well, doesn't Carrie Cassidy say Vietnam was really over like an incursion by spider beings through a portal there?
I wouldn't doubt it. But the thing, there had been something that
they were seeing some shit.
Because the CIA and this whole Project Phoenix, that happened in 67 to 72. Well, if they're going to rape and all this shit and create all this terror and everything, it's like, well, what was the purpose of that? But that's where the whole war on terror began. It's like, here, you know what? Let me, I did put a link in there, a YouTube video. If you guys want to watch it, it's like 2 hours long. When Trump posted about Christopher Coombs and his wife, Amy Jeffress, so whenever he mentions anything, it's like whenever he goes to a rally, I instantly go to Wikipedia, pull up where he's going, and you start looking what the digs are in that area. It's like, holy shit. It's like he's picking these places on purpose. But that one right there, when you mentioned that, and I went to Christopher Coombs' page and Amy Jeffers, and they mentioned a specific mock trial. It was done on June 20th, 2016, and it was at the Shakespeare Theater at Bard College, and it's the 1984 mock trial, Winston versus Oceana, right, with Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, right? I think you guys might want to watch that because, well, let's just say these judges and their U.S. District Court judges, they were all finding ways to see about having Trump vaporized. I mean, literally, when I watched that the first time, I mean, my jaw hit the desk.
I put that in the chat too, like in the comment section underneath of the show, so that'll be in there for the future. If anybody wants to watch, you can come back, click on it, or if you're only watching in the future.
Because this mock trial, right? Because if they're throwing these mock trials, then you have to look at the whole E. Jean Carroll trial and how they're all modeled after Law and Order and all that stuff. It's like, you guys, who's the one hosting these? It's Abby Lowell. Abby Lowell quit his law firm as soon as Trump was elected. Then he opened up Lowell Associates and then said all these Democrats that were going to get persecuted by Trump, that they could hire him. And Abby Lowell was sitting behind, who was it sitting behind that in that congressional hearing? The SPLC, Southern Poverty Law Center.
Imagine that.
Oh my God, Dad. We only got through one person, and that took us to what school was it? The Pickney School or something like that in New York. Because I was like, well, this school, it's like, well, what's the deal with the school? And I was like, well, is it the Dalton School? You know, the one that Barr taught at. Well, everybody's like, oh, Bill Barr, his dad got it. It's like, whoa, you guys wrong about Bill Barr. Dead wrong about his dad. Dead wrong. Total Catholic, 100%. He left during Epstein's first year.
Hey, welcome back.
Start seeing how everything like went after that. It's like, no, because all these world leaders go to New York to a school, and yeah, it just gets diabolical. I mean, if people are saying that, why is it taking so long? What is that? It's like they think, oh well, why can't they just arrest Obama and Hillary? It's like.
Did you see what the White House posted today?
Man, I was just
so you probably didn't. Which one?
Man, I already got that pulled up, bro. I know what you're gonna say.
Do it.
Is it this one? Please tell me it's that one.
Well, that's not the White House.
Okay.
But yeah.
Department of War. Sorry to keep you waiting. Complicated business.
Shit, this one's starting to get good.
Yeah.
Come on.
They continuously can like constantly been posting things straight out of the drops, phrases from the drops, all these different government social media pages. But this was the one I was talking about. So the White House posted this, and it has this little hot dog. And the post supposedly said that she went around and everywhere that she went, it was taking Snapchat filters with the little hot dog on it. But then but the post was unavailable. I don't know why anymore. But of course, you go into the
she got hard, huh? She's like, that axe handle just got hit a little hard in those boxer briefs.
Big Mike.
You know what?
But
check this out real quick. This is Obama at church. This is, I think it's new footage. Ready?
I'm not gay no more. I don't like men no more. I don't like women. I like women. I'm not gay.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't Obama. I thought it was. My bad.
Now with that coat and that walk. Ooh.
Why are you gay?
Oh my God, man.
Who says I'm gay?
I'm not gay no more. I'm not gay no more.
Well, I wanted to bring up one thing. I'm not sure if we're on the subject. I know we're bouncing around a little bit, but I wasn't going to do a solo video this week. I'm doing 2 interviews, but this was my favorite thing I saw from the past week. That was like the main. It's not a very long topic, but it's what I wanted to cover in my solo video. So could you pull up my screen share of the Department of Energy Twitter post that came out last weekend, I think over the weekend, that was Fusion Energy Without Limits. And what it says, it was like, this was the main post, but then there was like 2 additional posts under it of additional images like this, these like 3x4 images. And the image 2 there was saying stars are powered by fusion, where high temperatures cause nuclei to fuse and form new nucleus. This reaction produces massive amounts of energy. And the last line is the most important here. We can recreate that reaction on Earth. Not saying in the future we can recreate it. It literally says there, we can recreate that reaction on Earth. So, in a way, this is the Department of Energy saying we already have fusion technology, whether you want to call it fusion or 0-point energy, possibly. I don't know if that's the same thing technically. But it's, the idea of like limitless energy, essentially. And then like this was a second post on it. So I think that they have linked to like a new report they're putting out on like a fusion roadmap that's telling people like this new type of energy is coming. And to me, that's just really exciting because, a big part of the problem is this energy cartel. It goes all the way back to Rockefeller, that was funded by Rothschild. And, us all thinking we're still trapped in this age of oil. And that's really why the Strait of Hormuz is even important. Like, if we release fusion technology, Strait of Hormuz is not going to matter at all anymore. And so this whole debate over Iran and like getting the oil out and the pipeline, all the wars over pipelines, it could all change, with one announcement of one black project of energy. And now, of course, that would also destabilize things and, put a lot of Duke Energy in Ohio here out of business, maybe, or like at least give them a different business model. But this, like, the energy along with the currency and what's going on with the Fed are two of the most important things, like, on my radar of how our country and the world can really change. And so it was very encouraging to see this post from the Department of Energy, at least the government talking about it, and giving us like a roadmap. I mean, I'm not sure if they've done stuff like this before and it was a rug pull, but either way, it just seems like we're getting closer. And so I definitely wanted to include that in this week's update for my subscribers as something positive, hopeful to look forward to. Like, we're getting these indications of new technologies to come. We got something else on it too, I see.
That's
we
crazy,
talked about
dude.
this a little
I
bit.
just brought this up on a show I think it was Monday, dude.
Well, it's been 4 years since fusion energy went from just an idea to reality at Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory. And now a private company is using that same technology, scaling it for commercial use. ABC 7 Eyewitness News reporter Dustin Dorsey explains what this means for a cleaner energy future.
Welcome to the self-proclaimed House of Fusion in Livermore, Inertia Labs. Within these walls, the power of fusion energy will be scaled for commercial use to power the world in a way never done before.
Fusion energy is the holy grail of energy. It's clean, abundant, cheap. It doesn't create long-lived radioactive waste, and it's high base load. So you can operate it when the sun isn't shining, when the wind isn't blowing. So it's a critical part of our future energy needs for this country and for the world.
This is what we mean when we say star power for life.
The team at Inertia aims to make every part of humanity's energy needs cheaper, better, and cleaner with the power of fusion energy, a process developed just down the road at Lawrence Livermore Laboratory. In order to take this breakthrough from the labs and into the grid, Inertia will develop the world's most powerful laser and turn this new facility into the first fusion fuel factory, making what's known as fusion fuel targets more powerful than 2 Falcon rockets.
Over the next few months, this calendar year, we'll develop those processes. And about this time next year, we'll convert this whole facility to an end-to-end production line for these fuel capsules.
So we can do it 10 times a second, all day, every day, to create a continuous stream of energy that can power mankind's need.
Along for the special tour through the campus was Congresswoman Zoe Lofgren, a longtime champion of fusion energy and this technology. Lofgren says we need to do something about the mess the world has made for climate change, and this is the first step in an environmentally friendly energy future.
I am so excited to be here today because listening to the plan
It's a little twist on that one.
and it makes me very, very hopeful. I can hardly wait to come back when it's firing on all cylinders.
The team at Inertia hopes to break ground on a gigawatt scale power plant by 2030 so that fusion.
So
They're
So
talking
you-
about it. It's on the way.
So you had the same broad that was around during the fucking invention of fire and fucking fusion? Same time? Because, well, there was a reason why 7 out of 10 was in the drops. Just one drop, 7 out of 10. Because in the Kardashev scale, we're only at 0.7. We're above that now. So this Kardashev scale, that's what the whole fusion is about. In fact, right here, because, like I said, we're multifaceted around here because, well, I get bored on one topic a little bit and, well, you have to change it up. So if you just go right here, you type in the Epstein files and you go to cold fusion and you pull it up and you're like, huh. So why were they killing cold fusion? Why were the Mormons killing cold fusion? You have to,
Probably because they own the electric companies.
Bing, bing, bing. Circle gets a square.
Yeah.
If you remember.
the Epstein files. If you go to the Epstein files, because there's 21 of them, and there's this Al Seckel. This guy, I don't think this guy's dead. I don't care what anybody says. This guy ain't dead. Not at all. So yeah, if you put cold fusion in there, also if you put WTC in there.
So I just searched cold fusion.
Yep.
Yeah, I did that.
And wasn't there like a patent image released during Trump's first term, something from the Navy of like a compact fusion reactor? I seem to remember that. Yeah, one of my maps is called the energy map, and so I look into this stuff quite a bit. There's also like multiple international projects in Europe and China and America that are like building these things that seem to never really make any progress. Like they go on for years and years and years with like infinite funding and like 10 different countries involved, and they never really get there. But it's like I think it's because it's stonewalled. But at some point, that wall is going to fall once we take down. Maybe the banking cartel has to go first, and then the energy cartel follows shortly afterwards.
Yeah,
because I lost the link.
Which one? Which one?
Like it froze on me. The one.
Here's what Dylan was talking about. There's the U.S. naval patent for compact
fusion reactor.
Fusion reactor right here.
Yep. There you go. Yeah. There was like an image that went with it. I think it is on my energy map, but it's somewhere in that patent.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like they've developed these things in Skunk Works, and like they know how the UFO flies.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's funny. I was watching I was just watching a thing they put on Amazon, something about Bob Lazar.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Like some of it. Okay, but it's funny because I wanted to skip over it because I was like, it's Lazar or whatever. But the things that they talk about in there, and they obfuscate details to not give you 100% of the truth. But if you listen to that documentary, dude, it is crazy. He even talks about Operation Looking Glass in it too. Now, he said he was compartmentalized, so he didn't know what that was, but he knew it had to do with time travel and manipulation of time. But if you think about time as like a DVD, like it's already played out. It's just our observation of that timeline is we're like watching that movie, right? Because it's already played out. Time, it's where your experience is in it. So you can go forward, back, and rewind.
Yep. Because how did Albert Pike in 1871 know that the 3 world wars were going to end up exactly how they did? Especially one right now that they said World War III is going to be between political Zionism and Islam, and then the ones that are are left, they'll just either enslave or something like that. But so if political Zionism and Islam are going to destroy themselves, then who's left? You can't say it's not the Freemasons, because the Freemasons came from the whole building of Solomon's Temple, and well, who's big into Solomon's Temple? Trump is too, because the ballroom. That's why he's putting the ballroom in. It's like that's the temple.
Does that look like a ballroom? I've been seeing people speculate. I don't know if you guys really do speculations or theories, but some people are alluding to the idea that it's just a little more. I know there's many people that have been saying they've been building gallows outside the White House for a long time, but do you think it's just like a ballroom, or maybe there's like a little more going on to meet the eye?
There's serious shit on the ground.
Well, I think now officially the main purpose is the military installation. Like, because of what the courts have done about the ballroom, the military has just said, well, actually, this is a military installation that happens to have a ballroom sandwiched between the drone port and the underground facility.
Yep. And the thing is, it eliminates the Pentagon. What do you need the Pentagon for?
You don't?
And I have also heard the theory that it has something to do with like the Third Temple, but I find that maybe like a little far-fetched. Like, I think the Third Temple probably has to be at, where Solomon's Temple was.
No. But the thing is that we're dealing with two messiahs here, right? Because if they're going heads up against Rome, right, and Trump is gilding everything in gold, and it's like he is literally doing everything out of Hadrian's playbook, the Hadrian Arch, Hadrian's Wall. I mean, everything. And he wiped out 580,000 Jews during the Bar Kokhba revolt. Took him a while to, come back in the good graces of the Roman people, but that's why today, with the internet and the free flow of information, I think the number is about 99% that says, you know what, I mean, because you have to look at it in a monetary sense, right? Say you have $8 billion, right? And say that if somebody came up to you and said, okay, what I need you to do is I need you to take $30 million, right? And I need you to just burn it in the yard. I mean, that's a lot of burning, right? But you're going to lose $30 million, but it's going to increase the amount that you previously, the 8 million, so you take the 30 million out, so what, you have 770 million, right? Or 7.7 billion, right? 7. But that 7.7 billion, it triples, quadruples. I mean, sky's the limit with that. Would you do it? In a heartbeat, right? If you had $8 billion and you got rid of $30 million, and they said that if you got rid of 30 million, that the 7.7 billion you have remaining will double, triple, quadruple, or
Well, yeah, why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
So think about it.
I mean, if this is a guarantee.
Yeah, think about it in people. If you got rid of 30 million Jews, right? And you have 8 billion people, right? And no, but you have to look at it this way because they're all going to hell. That's what the injection's for. I mean, I am not even I mean, we haven't been wrong yet, but the fight has no cure. You look at Sputnik 5, you look at Kirill Dmitriev, you look at all these points and everything with the trophy case and the China Ukraine. Because Ukraine is a second Israel. That's why Israel was given Ukraine all these Patriot missile batteries and all that. That's why, like, we don't have any Patriot missile batteries. You gave them to Ukraine. I mean, we have the article. We have the articles printed. It's on lock. It's like you can't fact check that. It's like we'll fact check you with documentation.
Do you think what Trump was talking about the Golden Dome over the United States?
Yeah. Because it's the mandate of heaven.
There it is.
And he's the son of heaven. I mean, he's a Christ. Because if you have an antichrist and you have Judaism, it's the antichrist. The whole religion is the antichrist. I mean, literally, they hate Christ. They call us idol worshipers. And that's why this whole Noahide laws and all that was like, oh, Trump signed them. It's like, he signed them late, guys. I mean, we went over this. It's like the memorandums and all. It's like this one this year he did. It's like, it was the previous ones by all presidents. I mean, it's like they were cupping the balls and everything with these rabbis. It's like this time Trump's like, yeah, they did a couple things, fucking whatever. It's like, because you get to a point where, because even in the drops it says sometimes you have to make yourself look completely worthless or useless in order to come out as a hero. I mean, you have to, because Trump has to appear completely neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because God's completely neutral. Because he's not acting on you. You have free will. Whatever you do, you're accountable for it. So by Trump stepping in the picture, because you look at Bibi and Trump, right? The firstborns are dead, right? Fred Trump Jr. And then you had Jonathan Netanyahu when he was killed on July 4th, 1976 in the raid of Entebbe. It's like, well, why were you there? It's like, because
I was actually there.
Well, and the thing is, these people were out there, like, all these Jews were out there, and they were like killing all the Christians. I mean, what they did to some of these Christians in Africa, I mean, I would like to see every Jew walk through wood chippers. I mean, I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding.
All right, you're risking getting my YouTube channel demonetized here. So maybe it's time to wrap it up. I think we've done 2 hours and 15.
Hey, that's friendly. The thing is that
he's like, shit, this is on my YouTube.
Jason, remember, I also have a Jewish landlord at my new warehouse, so
not for long.
Maybe there'll be a new owner,
Hey, I'm a realist, guys. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. I think August 25th, I wake up and there's a rapture. Fuck, it's sweater weather, baby. Hanging up. We have an outfit down for this.
We are running a little late here tonight. I mean, I could spend all night just hanging. I know you guys.
Oh, for sure.
But we also want to. I know Dylan said he'd hang out for like 2 hours. So we're running over his time. So, but we like to do a little encouragement exit. I'm just going to play like a show. I just stumbled upon it. I'll play it if anybody has some last words to say, and then just want to say thanks to everybody in the chat and watching in the future. Just make sure you like and share it out. We would greatly appreciate that. But just a quick little video to sign everybody off, and then we'll maybe go around if anybody's got some short comments, and we'll let everybody get on with their evening.
Oh, that was insane.
Like, what is that? Oh, sorry, guys. I pushed the wrong button.
Why did bad people have to do such great movies?
That's a question. I don't know the answer. I'm going to tell you that I don't know. But I bet you what? I know how to find the answer, and I will find the answer. I'm gonna
Super short.
Spoken like a true polymath. I mean, it's.
I was asking what that was today, actually, but I just found it, and I was like, yeah, I mean, and I'll say that. I'm pretty sure I said that multiple times tonight, and I'll probably be saying that my whole life, but I want to understand. So if somebody knows greater, then allow me to listen, and I'm going to listen and just explain it. Like, break down your map shit. Like, just.
And that's the thing. I mean,
I've got an exit clip to counter yours. It's another kind of like job interview theme clip that I wanted to play. It's kind of a funny one, but can you play?
Oh.
Can you bring up the video?
Oh yeah.
It's a short.
I don't worry about anything, to be honest. Whatever it is, you know my attitude. Whatever.
It's amazing.
Yes.
I mean, how can you not love this guy?
I know.
That's it. Whatever.
Oh my God. Oh, and think about it. It's like he's in for life. It's like, guys.
Yeah, that would be something. But Mr. Dillon, you got any last words? We do appreciate you streaming here.
Well, it's great to meet you guys. You know, it's a Midwest panel, and it's great to see new channels popping up even at this point in the game, and more people doing the true citizen journalism. You know, that's not obviously like a Mossad operation or sponsored by George Soros. And so, thanks for having me on, and for everyone in the audience. My website is dsmp.io. I will send Terry the link to my link trees, like my third version of Linktree, because I've been banned a few times. It's beacons.ai now, but that has all my social links. I'm on Rumble as New Templars. I'm on YouTube as D.S.M.P Nexus. And actually, one last thing is we are having a sale at D.S.M.P. It's only going on for 2 more days, but enter the code SummerStorm and you'll get 20% off posters and everything in the poster category pretty much. So check that out, and stickers. So it's been a really fun interview. Great catching up with Jason. It's always good to hear how his mind works, and you know, all these topics and things that I haven't necessarily thought of. And I'm glad my work can help him make the associations that he makes. And Dina as well, always great to see your lovely face. And that's it's been a fun little 2-hour roundtable here.
Yeah, we appreciate it, man. We thank you. Yeah,
very honored to have you guys.
Real quick, Dylan, that Summer Storm was the code for discount. Summer Storm.
All one word, Summer Storm. There's an image of it on the homepage, so you guys will see it.
Yeah, and if you want to send me any links to, I'll make sure they get dropped in the comment. You can,
in the comments.
You can watch them later on. Private chat right now.
All right, but glad tomorrow's payday. I'm gonna have to get me some posters.
Hey, you never know. We might get us a little tinfoil promo code or something, you know?
Ooh, yeah.
We actually do have a few.
Whenever
I know.
We do have some affiliates. Yeah, so actually you can go to mypillow.com and use promo code tinfoil and get 10% off already, and make sure you guys support Patriot businesses as well as Mike Lindell and what he's doing. And then the rncstore.com as well. You can go there, use promo code tinfoil, take your health back into your own hands and discover the hidden secrets of B17. Yeah, Magdalene Layer Trail. So check that out.
And also it cures any cancers, though. It does definitely not cure cancer. So don't get it for cancer. Do not, because it doesn't do anything.
There you go.
Just like those flock hammers don't have a bunch of copper and gold in them either, huh?
Yeah.
See, once the homeless and the junkies get hold of that, there's all this shit in here. That's all we got to do is just release that. Do you know how much copper and gold's in those flock cameras? Bro, they'll be down in seconds. You get these tweakers out there.
There's a whole website for it, DFlock America, or dflock.com, I think it is. And you can see exactly where they are around your city, and they have a whole GPS thing wrapped out. Yeah, there's a few around here I didn't even know about. But
and don't forget, flock cameras don't like green lasers shot at the iris of them, so don't do that.
Yeah.
Do not get green lasers at them.
Frowned upon his establishment.
Yes. Well, guys, we appreciate and love you guys. I'm so glad that you guys are good out there, man. We're gonna say some prayers for everybody out in Indiana. Hope everybody gets their power restored, and everybody, and reach out and help your neighbor if you can, in whatever manner.
If you know anybody's in need of anything, where we can like get a big thing together, a group
Man,
where
you guys
people
are
can.
fucking family for sure now. I love
Let's
it.
go, dude.
But,
Like,
but I do have one more thing.
I'll
to
drive
say,
it up.
With Dylan, it's like I don't think people understand the reverence I have for Dylan, the respect and everything like that. I mean, it's up there with Christ, guys. I mean, we wouldn't be in the position we are without Dylan. I mean,
I mean, he kind of does, maybe, you know.
I mean, I'm being
pretty
honest
the
here,
law, yeah.
Because the thing is, I mean, because when you're starting to search and all this stuff, because I mean, you need. Once you find, because the foundation that we built here was off Phil McConnell and Dylan, those two, and then we went from there. So we started right at the truth and went from there because we didn't let the ego show or anything like that. Say, oh yeah, we know this. Like, man, there's a lot that we don't know, and if we don't know it, we don't know it. That's all we can do. Say, hey, let's dig into ourselves,
figure it out.
I mean, it's what we got to do, and it's.
Amen, man.
I mean, I can't thank him enough. I mean, I met him quite a few times in person, but I mean, it just every time it's like when you're around him, it's like, and you go to his house, it's like you come here, it's like posts everywhere, it's like there, it's like all just perfect. It's like
it's perfect. Everything has its place. It's perfect, beautiful. Like
where do you keep it all? but seeing the lab the first time when I went and saw like the lab, I'm like, wow. I mean, it's like you're completely an average, like. How did you come up with this? I mean, it's even the more maps. It's like the Cult of Baal map and everything like that. And I don't know where the codexes are, but was it
on his website?
Yeah, but there's what four or five of them, Dylan, right? Five.
Only 4 listed, I think. And well, those were when I was in 2019. I was doing automatic writing. And I was basically generating my own Q posts just to get people questioning even deeper, questioning the military-industrial complex and religion and all kinds of things. So that's all on my website still. We don't talk about it much anymore because since 2019, I haven't done much automatic writing, but it was some useful information for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Shit, we're still going back in drops in 2017, 2019, because the information in those, and they're packed. Like going through them, I'm just like, it's like, to be in his mind for one day.
I feel like a lot of people within this movement, man, just the way it's just great to see how many people selflessly give of their time and end up, connecting things or allowing people to be taught or use their gifts in whatever manner. And I think that's amazing to see. And it's been an honor to meet you, Dylan. And thank you for what you've done, Jason and Dina as well. It's always a pleasure. Thank you guys for what you continue to do. And you can catch us here every Thursday evening, 9 p.m. on Rumble. I'm on 9 p.m. Eastern time, I should say, tinfoilteatime.com as well. Or you can go to 1773tv.com and then you can see the 3 different shows that we run out through the weeks on Rumble and our X page. And those links and stuff for our social medias are also in the comment section underneath of the show. So don't want to keep you guys any longer here. We love you all. We thank you. I hope to meet again.
It's an honor and pleasure, guys.
Yes.
You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you for hanging out with us. It's just like a round table where we're just spitting the shit and it just happens naturally. And I love that.
Yeah. You gotta have fun doing it.
It was.
For sure.
Well, thank you guys. That's the tea for the night.
You.
Make sure you guys tune in to Full Tea Time again, and go make sure I'm sure everybody already does follow We Not Me TV.
Yeah. Oh, and we're having a show tomorrow too at 5 p.m. Central.
They're back on.
Oh, sweet.
It's going to be 72 hours.
Yep. Putting up the fusion colors.
It's going to run for 3 days straight.
No.
3 days straight.
It might. 9 days. That's a lot of info.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you guys. May God bless you, keep you, may his face shine upon you, and may he be gracious to you and give you all peace.
Peace.
Full out.
Don't forget to do awkward stare until it ends.
This is my time. All gas, we ain't stand still. Engine, drop that drive that you can't kill. I demand real, down to my last bill. At will, I can ride
rise up, time's up, no more at will. Yeah. Do it when I say so, ain't you? Hands up, man of the people. Y'all is who I speak to. Doing what I need to, and by whatever means, whole teams coming with us. That's how we do. Y'all already know. Yeah, y'all already know. You can learn some, take notes. Try to do what I do, you ain't close. You know this is my time. Representing for them diehards I got kicked when I was there, but I rise up. I'm on whole new level, top floor where you find us.